Three, two, one.
Are you still saying, it's not my job? In 2025, that mindset might be the very thing holding you back. Welcome to the Office Ninja, the podcast that sharpens your thinking, challenges your workplace habits, and helps you become a person of influence. And today, we're talking about one of the most career-limiting phrases you can say. It's not my job. The death of the rigid job description. There was a time when job roles were as clear as black ink on white paper. You clocked in, did what was assigned to your role, clocked out. If someone asked you to do something outside your JD, you'd politely reply, "That's not part of my responsibilities." And no one would bat an eye. But in today's workplace, that script is outdated. Let's face it, job descriptions are now more like starting points, not fences. The pace of change in business, fueled by digital transformation, flatter hierarchies, and constant reorgs, means your role evolves faster than HR can update the PDF. In short, the job is no longer the job. You might be hired as a marketing specialist and suddenly find yourself optimizing customer experience. You might be a project coordinator who ends up leading cross-functional meetings because you're the only one who sees the big picture. The most influential employees today, they're not defined by a checklist. Their impact defines them. And organizations are taking note. They don't want people who can do what they're told. They want people who can see what needs to be done and step up. Because here's the reality. Businesses can't afford people who say no to problems just because it's not listed in their job scope. They need thinkers, builders, bridge makers, people who run toward gaps, not away from them. So if you're still clinging tightly to a rigid idea of what your job is and isn't, you might be protecting your comfort, yes, but you're also limiting your growth. Let's understand why saying it's not my job costs you. At first, saying it's not my job feels like self-protection. You're setting boundaries. You're guarding your time. You're keeping your plate from overflowing. And sure, that might make sense in a moment of overwhelm. But here's the problem. That phrase doesn't just block the task. It blocks opportunity. It blocks visibility. It blocks influence. Because every time you say, it's not my job, someone else who's willing to step in is getting noticed, trusted, and eventually promoted. And no, this isn't about overworking or saying yes to everything. It's about shifting your mindset from ownership of tasks to ownership of impact. Think of it this way. The people who grow in their careers the fastest aren't the ones who only do what's assigned. They're the ones who see a loose end and tie it up, who spot a problem and offer a solution, who fill a gap without waiting for an invitation. When you make a habit of stepping up, not every time, but when it matters, it builds what we call reputational capital. People start associating your name with reliability, initiative, and leadership. And in today's workplace, that currency is more valuable than ever. So the next time you feel tempted to say, "That's not my job," pause. Ask instead, is this a moment to protect my boundaries or to expand my influence? Because one answer keeps you exactly where you are, the other opens doors you didn't even know were there. So, what's the future proof mindset? You want job security, career growth, influence? Then think like an owner, not just an employee. And this means volunteering when it counts, pitching in even if it's not your department, offering help without needing to be asked. Does it mean overworking? No. It means being solutions oriented, someone who gets things done, not someone who waits for instructions. Because in workplaces that are evolving fast, the most valuable people are those who move with the change, not away from it. So, the next time you catch yourself saying, "That's not my job," pause. Ask instead, is this an opportunity to grow, to be seen, to lead? Sometimes, that extra mile is where the real path of influence begins. Until next time, this is the Office Ninja, reminding you, prioritize your inner peace and your upward trajectory. Thank you.